What is up, and welcome back to another episode of the Girl Gainz podcast. We have an amazing episode today. It's a solo pod. However, it's very crucial and it's important because Alexis is giving her vacuum tips. So, therefore, if you were just listening to the audio portion, I am going to highly encourage you to head over to our YouTube channel, the Girl Gainz podcast, so you can actually see her as she's explaining how to do the vacuums. Trust me, y'all need this. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So, a lot of comments, messages about vacuums. And before we had YouTube, it was really difficult to try to explain how to do a vacuum. I can talk you through it, but a lot of times I end up having to send videos to my clients. So, we have YouTube now. This is a solo episode. I'm going to send it to Amber and she's going to do all the magic to get it up onto the YouTube platform. So I'm going to do my best as far as like getting most of my body into the video and kind of show you what I mean. So we're going to do vacuums to train our transverse abdominis. We are not doing a vacuum on stage. It looks crazy. It does not look good. Judges' feedback says they don't want it. So we're gonna do them when we practice, like I do them before or after cardio. You can also do them like whenever you're doing your regular ab training. Body weight ab training is completely fine. I've actually slacked on it, and that's something that my coach has pointed out that I need to be better at too. So I pair this with my cardio in the morning and my ab training after. So it's gonna train the muscle. So these here are your abs. It's gonna train the muscle that's right below your abs, so a little posterior to them from the surface. And it's gonna help you be able to pull your abdominis, pull your abdominis in. So rather than a relaxed belly. I'm in the off season. It's a little thick. You're gonna have to deal with it. I've done these on my Instagram, both in the off season and when I'm super lean, so you can see the difference. I'm always pulling my transverse abdominis tight on Instagram. I mean, on stage. Maybe Amber can like whoosh, a little like what it looks like on stage in here. But she's gonna kill me for giving her tips on how to edit.
Thank you.
So to practice a vacuum, you're gonna blow all of your air out and then pull your belly button in and up, almost like you're trying to touch your belly button to your spine. So and you're gonna try to hold it as long as you can. I am in the off season, so they're harder to hold. Typically, especially if you have been out of the habit of doing them. And then it's also, I've had a couple meals in me since I tried to video this in the morning, and I need my morning time, you guys know. So it doesn't ever happen in the morning where my brain is fully functioning and I've had my coffee and then I can do this fasted. So I'm gonna hold them a little bit less than I do typically fasted. It's gonna be easiest fasted. It's gonna be easiest to like feel what you're engaging fasted. So up close, blow all of your air out. And then control it in. Clearly, you can see I'm a little bit out of breath. So, pull a vacuum, hold it for as long as you can, release it controlled, catch your breath, do it again. I usually do 10 reps. In the morning, I will do them intermittently with my crunches and stuff that I'm doing for ab work. But ultimately, when you're on stage, it gives you the ability and the control to hold your midsection tight in all of your poses rather than having to release. On stage, we're not holding a vacuum. So, little tip here, pulling that transverse abdominis that you've been training in, your breasts are up here. Midsection staying tight, but you are not holding your breath. Hopefully this helps. Amber will get this up eventually. She might do audio too. If you're listening to audio, I gave as much details as I can, but it's something that typically is easier to see. See broke down, see be done, and then kind of implement it. Typically when you're first figuring these out, everyone thinks they're doing them wrong. As long as you are trying to pull that belly button back to your spine and hold it there, you're doing it right. So this is a relaxed midsection. This is pulling your transverse abdominis tight like you would do on stage, but I'm still breathing. Hope this helps, guys.